Thank you for joining my channel. Please, this is an educational channel, so if you find this will be interesting, please do like. So today we are going to talk about decision making. So under decision making, we are going to focus on decision under scope. So before we begin, also let's begin with finding the definition of what is decision making. Decision making is the process of making choices on number of occasions or number of options to achieve a desired goal. So this was defined by various researchers. So according to White, 2021 emphasized that decision making in educational context is a multimodal, interdisciplinary, and attuned to multiply variety of voices of people involved in temporary schooling. So therefore, it's really important that as we learn this topic, which is decision making, it's very necessary that we have to understand the natures of decision making. So also Akombe defined decision making as the process of specifying the nature of particular problems and selecting the available alternative in order to solve a problem. So its decision is taken under with the reason that it has to only to solve problem, but not only to solve the problem, but a decision can be taken considering the situation that they decide or the person involved in is to take. So there are some steps that you can able to take when you're making decisions. Firstly, it's to identify the problems. That is the first step of that you can able to take when you are making a decision. Secondly, you gather the information of the problem. Thirdly, you identify the alternative that you can able to choose from when you are going to decide about the problem. And then the fourth is you weigh the evidence of the problems. You find the reasons or you find ways how did it happen. You find the concrete evidence about the problem. And then you choose the best. After you have identified the alternative, then now this time you are able to choose the best alternative of the or that you can able to use in order to solve this problem before you can act on the problem. And then after acting, then you can review the alternative. How was it? Was it successful or it wasn't successful? And if it was successful, what made it successful? And if it wasn't successful, what made it not be successful? That all those things can able to be on the eighth or on the last step, which is to review the alternative. So now how can we make an informed decisions? So making an informed decision requires understanding the nature of the problems and how it will be solved. It is very significant to possess critical thinking skills by the people who are to make the decisions in order for you to make that informed decision, because it gives you the nature and it gives you the understanding of the problems that you are about to make a decision on. And there should also be promotion of self-awareness. You have to promote that awareness within yourself before you make the decisions. You have to weigh the values and the goals that it's aligned to the choice that you are to make. It's really very important. And then sometimes when there's a lack of communication uh, within that sector, when you are making the decision, it may bring negative impact on the decision that you are going to make. So that's why it's very important that as for everybody that is involved in decision making should come together, should communicate, and that the communication should be clear for everyone so that the decision that is going to be taken should be good, effective, and for the benefits of the institution. So now let's look at the challenges. What are the challenges of decision making? There are a lot of challenges, but now we're just going to look at 8 or probably 9 challenges that happens when making decisions. So the first challenge is limited information of the problem. So this one when you have limited information about the problem, it becomes a challenge on what alternative of decisions are you going to take. And then other thing is the poor implementation of decision making. That is, it's really going to be difficult for you to implement the decisions. And then other one, the third one is the influence of the environment. The environment that you find yourself into, it's going to have the influence on the decisions that you're going to make. In instance, let's say now the institution that you are employed in or that you are leading is it's in England. So the decision that you are going to take it's going to be based on the environment that you find yourself, the people that are in that place. And then sometimes it's personal based. You have your own gains, what you want to achieve, what you want, all those. It determines, it influences the decision that you're going to make. And then the other one, it's corruptions among officers. So this one, when you're talking about the corruption, it's most commonly in Namibia, whereby most of our leaders are corrupted. So they only do things for the benefits of themselves. And then the other time, yeah, another challenge is time pressure. So when we're talking about time pressure, this one, it's when you have been given limited time to make decisions, then you are to rush, and then you make wrong decisions or hasty decisions, which may harm the institution. And then the last one is the capacity of the decision maker. How qualified are you when you are making those decisions? And what skills do you possess when you're making those decisions? So it's very necessary. And then so now with the other one, let's look at the impact of decision making on educational outcomes. When making decisions, it should be based on the benefits of the institution and not for personal gains. So this one is very important, that you have to make sure that you have to put the guidelines that outlines that most of the decisions that you're going to take should not be just for your own benefit, but it's for the benefits of the institutions. And it's very important that people that should be in the team of decision making should be able to possess the skills and the characters that they can able to take the decisions forward. So having that ability of making decisions may help the institution to maintain its objectives that they want to achieve. So it's very important that during decision making, it should not be made just by individual, but it should be a collective, whereby everyone has to put ideas together and then come up with the right decision that you can able to choose. And so making a sound decision may help the institution to overcome the problem, overcome the problems by having the right alternative on how you are solving it. So making the right decisions and right corrections or right decisions may increase the culture of teamwork and collaboration in the institutions that you have been employed in. So it's very important that we have to understand that the decisions that every decision that we make has an impact on the institutions, have impact on the outcome of the institutions, how the institution is going to be performed, how the institution is going to be rated, how the institution is going to be regarded in terms of performance. So that's why it's very important that every decision that we take has to be aligned with the goals and objectives of the school, in making sure that the school does not lose its objectives and its goals in terms of what it wants to achieve. So now, so lack of decision making may sometimes minimize the progress and the productivity of the institutions in terms of performance. That's why it's very important that every decision that we make should be aligned with what you want to achieve, the uh, what the institutions want to achieve, not just for our personal gain. So, thank you. That is the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you soon. And please, like I said, if you like this video, please do subscribe. That will give me enough energy and enough courage that I can able to upload more or talk more about leadership. Decision making. So, this is just the first editions of my presentation. Thank you for listening.